Was very scary in your opinion with gun violence, anything around you?
Yes, actually. There was the one day that I was coming home. Well, I was getting a ride home from actually David Bartero from Hope and Handball. Every Wednesday night there's handball at the downtown YMCA, and he was giving us a ride home. And he was giving this girl. He was almost at this girl's house, and it was right there on Market Street. And I actually used to live there when I was younger, but then I moved to Stilton. But he was, as he was turning the street, turning right onto Market Street and was parking to let the girl out, we heard gunshots. And we looked further down the street, and there's two guys shooting at each other right in the middle of the street. And I heard like a bullet come, and it sounded like it bounced off of the light pole or something. And at first I thought it was a BB gun. That's what my first, I thought it was just a BB gun and that there were kids playing around with BB guns. But then we started realizing this is real guns that they're playing with here. And I heard it bounce off, and I'm like, I don't know whether to duck or look to see where it's coming from. I don't know, I didn't know what to do. And then I saw like a guy running off the street, and we actually found out that there was two guys, and one guy got shot and sent to the hospital. And it was really scary because it's like, wow, I was right there, and I could have got shot. And I didn't know what to do, and that was my first incident, my first run-in with any type of violence, any type of gun violence, and I didn't really know what to do, to be honest. And it's scary knowing that we're sitting here coming home from a nice positive program, and he's nice enough to give somebody a ride home, and we could almost get shot by doing that. And so it was a really scary experience, and since then I haven't really experienced anything else, but it just made me realize how serious it is and how dangerous it could be, and how we really need to do something to stop it.
For sharing your experiences and some that didn't have any. Very grateful. I'd like to thank everyone, all of you, for answering the questions and everyone that came out. One last question. What are your takeaways from all the experiences and everything that you've seen on the news? What are your final thoughts on that?
I would say that my takeaways are to hug everyone that you love and let them know that you love them every day, because you don't know when their last day could be. And tomorrow's never promised, and it could be, I hope not, I pray to God, but it could be your child's school that could be having a shooting, or it could be a family member or a friend, and someone that you know could have a run-in and not be so fortunate as to survive or not be harmed by gun violence. So just make sure that you keep your loved ones close. And it takes a village, basically, and everyone needs to be able to cooperate with law enforcement, and don't just be closed-minded, like he said, be open-minded and be willing to create a relationship with law enforcement. And as they're trying to create one with us, be open and try to let them create one. And don't always look to the bad things, because there's a good and bad side to everything. That's just life. So you can't think, oh, there's a few bad cops, I'm just not gonna like cops, because there's going to be bad people and there's going to be good people. You can't do anything about it. But try to establish a good relationship with the ones that are good, and try to, as far as diversity, we all need to accept it, and we need to be able to tolerate it in schools and out of schools, and try to teach your children. Try to teach your children to look at law enforcement as a good thing, and to accept diversity, and to accept people who are different, and be that friend, be that person that somebody might need to talk to. Like, make sure you're there for somebody, and if you see that something's off, maybe you should be there for that person, talk to them, or let somebody know, and not just think nothing of it and just let it go by and just be a bystander, basically. And yeah.